Good morning. Welcome to Daybird Aviaries. My name is Robert. I'm the bird master here. I thank you for watching my videos. I thank you for joining in today. We have that one little baby ringneck that we're going to feed today. He is just growing like a weed. I want you to help me guess what color he is. We're going to get to that in just a moment. But first, I want to say thank you for subscribing. If you haven't already, please do so and check out all my links down in the description. Any support that you give is greatly appreciated. I love you. Thank you. Okay, so like always, I'm going to start by mixing up the formula. Just use a little cup, a little bowl. You know, sometimes I have lots of birds and I use big measuring cups, but right now I just need a little bit. And it feels like I'm doing a cooking show, but I'm not. We had an accident. There seems to be a shortage of these nice O-ring syringes, and they're getting difficult to find, especially in a larger size. And we broke our last of the lure lock syringes. That just means it has a little twist on thing that this flexible tip can go onto. And so I'm having to use the syringe with the slip. I do not recommend doing this. It does fit. It's made to fit on there, but that can come off in the little bird if the little bird were to grab hold of it and pump its neck up and down. And so I do not recommend doing this. I just want to put that out there in case somebody sees what's happening and sees what I'm doing. I just use the tip of that to mix the formula up. Some people get real meticulous about this. They weigh the bird and they weigh out the amount of formula to feed, and they measure the proportions of water to formula. And if you're brand new at this, then yeah, I recommend that you probably ought to do that. I've been doing this for, 30 years now. And so I pretty much have an idea of what to do. You can see it's pretty thick. It's just barely sucking up into the thing. I find that if I wiggle this back and forth, that it will suck up the formula. You hear that little baby behind me. He's crying to be fed. I want to get... Oh, there's an air bubble in there. So that's about 10 cc's of formula. I'm going to go a little bit more. Now, if I were to mix this thinner, it would just suck right up. But I want to get a thicker formula. Okay, so that's, what, 10, 11, 12, 13 cc's of formula there. So that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to move that out of the way. Get this out of the way. We've got a mess there. Let me reach here and get this little guy here. Let's tilt the camera up just a little bit. And this is our little ringneck. And I'm not sure what color he's going to be. Now, his daddy is a violet blue, and the mom is a green pallid. Jeremiah has been... do y'all know that I'm colorblind? I am. I have a difficult time telling colors.
I know.
And
and
so,
it looks like...
Jeremiah has been saying that he's blue. But that's just... I think a lot of that is just the coloration of the skin from the blood in these blood feathers, these pin feathers. The last baby from this pair, they've had one baby before, and he turned out green. So what color do you think he is, Jeremiah?
Blue, violet blue.
A violet blue? Come here and look at the colors on his tail. Can you see colors coming out of it? Why are you grabbing
Yellow.
It's yellow.
Yellow.
Okay,
He's gonna be a king.
I'm not completely colorblind. I can tell shades of color. Mostly it's reds and greens, which makes it really difficult when I'm driving, especially in places that have their traffic lights horizontal. But like I said before, I'm just dipping my fingers in that water. It's a red Solo cup of water today. Like I said before, this tip is flexible, and I'm not shoving it into him at all. As a matter of fact, he pretty much swallows it. I said in the video last Friday, talking about the anatomy of the bird, they have a crop. Some, chicken keepers might sometimes call that a crawl, and I'm okay with that. I don't care. But this hump right there, that hump is his neck bones. So his esophagus comes down on this side into his crop. And so when you feed a baby bird, you always put the syringe towards his left-hand side. Are you through eating, baby? Oh, are you through eating? Now, this is in no way an all-inclusive tutorial. But I'm just barely pressing that plunger, just barely dribbling food into his mouth. And I could, if I wanted to, I could take that off and I could feed him this way. A lot of people do that, and that is perfectly fine, perfectly acceptable. I could try to move him this way and show just that last little bit, just like that. But you always want the syringe to come from the left side, and that's going to aim the food towards the right side so that it will hopefully more easily go down the esophagus. The trachea is on the right side. That's the air pipe, the tube that goes into his lungs. And we absolutely do not want any food to get into the lungs. So that is our cute little baby. Now y'all know that ringnecks are my very favorite of all. And that's because they do, for a lot of people, make wonderful pets. They're very curious and inquisitive. They don't like to be petted as an adult. That's just not part of their natural biology. They do not form very strong pair bonds. The males and females in the wild do not. And so as an adult, they're not going to want to have snuggles like a cockatiel or some conures or quakers would. But let me get this adjusted a little bit better. There we go. We can see him now. But they love to sit on your shoulder and eat supper with you and play video games and watch TV and have doll parties and help you do homework or taxes or edit YouTube videos or whatever it is that you might be doing. And they almost always learn to talk. Now you can see, this is how the parent bird would stimulate the baby, by putting their beak on the baby's beak. But he's full. Like I said, he had a good 12, maybe 13 cc's of formula. That is more than plenty. You can see the crop is very full, but it's still a little bit squishy. It's not super expanded. It's not distended. It's not ridiculously tight. And that is that. I hope that you've enjoyed watching the video. I hope you enjoyed this little baby. This is possibly going to be the last baby bird that we have this year. They're going to get started again soon. Like I said in last week's video, this is kind of a surprise miracle baby. They don't normally breed this time of year. I have never had a baby ringneck in October. I did not even know that the parents had eggs. We'll sometimes have some green-cheeked conures or cockatiels or lovebirds this time of year. But almost all of our babies come in the spring and early summer. And so this was a surprise. But guys, thank you for watching. We love you. God bless you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Catherine, the dog is under my bed. Jeremiah, can you bring me the baby bird food stuff, please? We need to make a video. Can you see my white spot up there?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Is that bad?
I don't know.
Okay.
Is it?